Appreciate it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to join our day 2 session for Pre-Sales Validation Readiness Bootcamp. Really appreciate your time to join us. My name is Michelle Kim from SAP Business Solution Portfolio Lead at PANA Excellence Center at ECPAC. I'm looking after PANA go-to-market enablement program, as well as planning and execution of different types of bootcamp, inclusion of sales and pre-sales readiness, as well as delivery readiness as well. So very nice meeting you all. So we have quite intense agenda to cover. So without further ado, I just want to get onto it. So yesterday, Shankar was talking about pre-sales validation program in terms of introduction, what's in for you as a partner, and many other resources that you are able to consume from certification, as well as our demo environment from SAP, and also your private demo environment, which is TDD, and also different certification program that you can upskill and reskilling your area of expertise. So today, I'm going to focus on those agenda points. So I will start with the SAP Business Suite value proposition. So I'm assuming you have attended many of webinars, local bootcamp and sessions, and meeting with the SAP colleagues as well. So I'm hoping you have a good understanding of high-level SAP Business Suite value proposition. However, I just want to recap, to make sure that we are on the same page and how we can translate our strategy from SAP into action when it comes to your individual customer engagement going forward. So, and after that, I will be sharing a positioning demo, which is offline demo that you can use, because this is basically available for our partners to use. When you have initial engagement with your customer, to get their buy-in and get more relevant, and to talk their language, etc. Sometimes it's better to show them rather than just rely on the slides or visual from the PowerPoint. So I'm going to share the material, then a little bit of a talk track that you can use as well. Third element is basically understanding SAP Business Suite packages. So you as a pre-sales expert, I believe you are already aware of all the changes happening in SAP Business Suite from the commercial standpoint. But also I want to emphasize that the key area that you should be aware of as a pre-sales expert. Based on the understanding of positioning, commercial, then I'm gonna basically connect the dots between commercial as well as solution capability. Then, basically how we can actually showcasing in terms of solution capability, as well as integrated end-to-end business scenario. As an example, I will giving you an example as read to cash processes. The last but not least, we have many other scenarios available at SAP demo environment. I just want to recap what are those and how you can actually navigate and explore in order to prep your own demo story for pre-sales validation as well as future customer demonstration. So that's the agenda for today. So let me start with the first topic. So when it comes to SAP Business Suite value proposition, we have to start with understanding the environment that our customers are facing. And we also need to understand individual persona-based buying center in customers' organization. So For example, CFO under humongous pressure in terms of, making sure the company needs to grow at the same time, needs to make sure that profitability is there. So these are the main, main charter CFO is looking after. And as a CPO, because of the, supplier disruptions and supply chain is not really stable, and also a lot of pressure in terms of, sustainability agenda as well. So as a CPO, this person needs to make sure that optimizing the cost of any procurement activities, but also making sure the quality and availability for manufacturing or shipping or any further processes, and also all the processes needs to be under sustainable agenda as well. And COO perspective, of course, all the supply chain related operation needs to be basically streamlined, and there's no like a disruption in terms of any point of time in terms of entire supply chain processes. So therefore, resilient global supply chain management is really crucial for COO standpoint. CHRO, of course, the talent, retention, talent recruitment, and, skill development are the main charter for HR director. And the CRO is basically making sure that, understanding market demands and fulfilling customer requirements, and basically providing the services and products, and basically making sure the customer is happy with the product and services. CIO, of course, making sure that basically providing all the IT enabler to support the business unit, and making sure that all the IT environment and infrastructure technology that company is utilizing today is the latest, and also continuous innovation at the same time. At the same time, the making sure that, there's no like a downtime, as well as no like a cost of, the TCO is not really overhead. So those kind of challenges that CIA needs to maintain. So obviously, all the individual buying center has its challenges, but also the biggest challenge will be, traditionally each buying center has a their own solution to support their specific requirements. Therefore, when it comes to interconnected business processes, there's always a disconnect in terms of data processes. When one solution get updated and the other solution doesn't work because of integration breaks, etc. And more importantly, everybody's looking at AI-powered application to increase the efficiency and productivity, but because of the silo solution implementation in many places, the data is not connected to each other, and a lot of data cleansing and quality assurance needs to happen. Therefore, that can be a bottleneck to adopt AI in their organization to make process more efficient and productivity. So these are the main challenges that many customers are facing. Therefore, SAP is basically providing our product strategy to address those challenges. So I think you guys have seen this slide many times. I just want to recap. So basically, SAP has an application layer which comes with more than 50 years best practices industry experience, not just for the core ERP, but also other LOB solutions, and seamlessly integrated, and all the data will be gathered in the one platform between SAP and non-SAP data source, and SAP will be doing more all the heavy lifting task, which is ETL, extraction, transformation, loading, and doing all the data modeling, etc. So those heavy lifting job will be managed by SAP. And we came up with business data cloud as as a semantic layer comes with a data product and harmonized data model, so which will help our customers easily consume the data and get accessible, and using the data for getting the insights, taking to the action, and further growth and innovation. So that's the data part. And also SAP is heavily investing in AI area as well. So as you know, Drew is very famous already, right? So Drew become a the single point for the system engagement. So AI agent will be doing certain tasks on behalf of users, and AI agent basically can orchestrate certain tasks and analyzing business problems and suggest any resolution for users to make a smarter decision. So those are the SAP is putting together as a product strategy to address the main challenges from our customers. So from the application standpoint, as I mentioned, our suite portfolio has cloud ERP, as well as LOB solution like SuccessFactors, Ariba, Concur, CX, and so on and so forth. So these solutions are basically seamlessly integrated, and basically having a end-to-end solution processes customer can benefit from. So from there, basically SAP has a BTP, platform as a services, and anchor in terms of integration and extension on application layer, as well as additional innovation on BTP as well. And this will basically enable our customers to continue to connect and extend the application and leveraging AI, and also creating their own differentiator or industry-specific solutions to tailor their business needs as well. So these are our application layer again. And in terms of data, I briefly talk about SAP will be managing all the heavy lifting job in terms of ETL, and all the data source inclusion of SAP and non-SAP data source will be one data product, harmonized data model, and one business, semantic data fabric will be catering all the different data source for inside apps as well as other, analytics tool. So this is the kind of foundation of the business data cloud, and also this will basically helping our customers to get the insights, and also those data set will be used by different kinds of tool. So as an end user can use the data and they can make an informed decision based on the data they have. And of course, in order to have a reliable AI, the data is the really crucial portion of the foundation. So, in order to train AI, and the AI can generate certain, the contents or transaction on behalf of user. So the foundation of data is super critical to make it AI more reliable, responsible, and relevant to the business. So these are the main elements in terms of data. And from AI standpoint, basically AI become a new user interface, particularly Joule. So Joule will be the single point of contact for end users. Very much intuitive because you are using your natural language. You just speak to type to Joule, and Joule basically give you some results. And also, Joule can even perform certain tasks, and basically, Joule can increase all the productivity and efficiency in the day-to business. And Joule is not just embedded in the application, but also embedded in many other tooling, for example, Signavio and LeanIX, etc. So this become a great accelerator to leverage those tooling, to continue to innovate and modernize and optimize business processes as well. So that's the crucial part in terms of continuous cloud transformation. And because you're using Joule or AI capability, particularly AI skill and agentic AI, we'll be doing a lot of collaboration, basically getting the data and also analyze it and create the contents and perform the task. And more importantly, understanding of the business, right, based on the data set. So they can basically analyze certain business issues and come up with a resolution for users to take an action. So these are the mainstream that AI can offer, and SAP is heavily investing in getting AI into application layer as well as other tooling set to make it more tangible benefits our customers. So this is our umbrella of SAP Business Suite portfolio. So as I mentioned, BDC as a data in the center, and we have a cloud ERP and LOB, and also Joule and agent in orchestrating end-to-end business processes for each buying center, and BTP as underpinned by all the underpinned by BTP, which will cater in terms of innovation and extension integration, and further our customers to create their own differentiator by developing XYZ application on top. So that's the business suite story. And when it comes to our go-to-market from SAP, we used to have a Rise and Grow as a product, but now we are calling Rise and Grow as a journey. So Grow with SAP, this is you can basically simply think about Grow with SAP is our new customers who doesn't have SAP ERP footprint, but looking at Start Fresh with the SAP Business Suite, which is SAP S/4HANA public cloud at this juncture. So basically, Grow with SAP is the journey for new customers to onboard SAP Business Suite product line. And also Rise with SAP, this is basically type of our existing ERP customers who are using either ECC or S4 on-premise, and we are providing a transformation journey, which is a multi-step approach for them to move to cloud transition. So it can be starting with Cloud ERP Private, we used to call Private Edition from the ERP standpoint, but they can continue to basically adopt other LOB solutions like a SuccessFactors, Ariba, and Concur as a starting point. Then once they're ready and they can fully move to SAP Business Suite, which is Cloud ERP public cloud at this juncture. So these are the kind of new areas that we need to think about how we can position our SAP Business Suite messaging to our customers based on the segmentation that we have. So Grow with SAP, new customers. Rise with SAP is existing customers. Okay, so I talked about the segmentation on our customer profile. So this is a bit of a visualization of how we sell. Okay, so to Rise with SAP, which is existing customers who are using either ECC or S4 on-prem, we are positioning Cloud ERP Private or any of Cloud ERP Public. So how we sell, we basically have a commercialized packaged for each buying center, finance, supply chain, procurement, core HR, and customer experience. For Grow with SAP, targeting new customers, our primary selling solution is Cloud ERP Public. Okay, so that's how we sell. And in terms of the capability, so each packages, which I'm going to talk about a bit further, has those capability for CRO, CPO. So all the capabilities are like a group by by kind of buying center focus. So as you can see, the majority of core capability from cloud ERP are there. And also we are adding additional components like DRC components or any other, cash management, receivable management, and any other like entitlements. It comes with package as well. So I'm going to talk about more details. In addition to that, the Joule itself, the agentic AI, it's in the roadmap that's going to be available in Q4 onward. But basically the agentic AI per buying center will be available. And underneath, we also have each buying center has a data product or data package, which comes with the set of the data from each application, and also data model and data fabric, etc. So as a package. So as soon as customer has a CX data set or finance data set, they can easily build a new insights app, or they can create some analytic view using SAC as an example. So this is kind of the snapshot of solution capability per buying center. So this is a little bit of a drill down in terms of what's available from AI standpoint, particularly in Joule. So as I mentioned, Joule is we have to think about Joule as a co-pilot, kind of your personal assistance, your basically new user experience. So it's really a game changer, right? You are not gonna use any sort of click there, kind of finding the particular transaction code or particular transaction line. You simply ask Joule to perform certain tasks and ask Joule to provide some insights, ask Joule to summarize certain, the reports, ask Joule to come up with a resolution when there are some situation handling case happen, as an example. So Joule become your, basically best friend when you are using SAP going forward. So that's the game changer that you need to pitch your customer, right? So it's not about, features and function when we talk about apple to apple comparison from ERP to the other ERP. So you have to make sure that you always start with kind of those AI capability embedded into application, and always start with the Joule as a single kind of a user interface where customer can easily use and utilize and consume those innovation from SAP. So these are the kind of a couple of examples that Joule or AI features can offer for each buying center. So let me also share with you the Discovery Center, where you can navigate how to find AI features. Okay, so this is the Discovery Center. So the links are here. So you click there and basically come to the Discovery Center. So this page is basically very easy to navigate. The filtering is basically, okay, I want to see AI features, I want to see some AI agent, or I want to see some features around base capability or premium capability. So this is the commercial type. So base means basically there's no charge. It comes with SAP Business Suite licensing. Therefore, in day one, as soon as the system get deployed, Joule get activated, then customer can use base AI capability in day one. No further licensing is required. When it comes to premium AI features require licensing, which is the virtual currency we call AI unit. So as soon as customer, okay, this particular XYZ premium AI capability, I really need that, then they need to buy a certain AI unit. and based on the consumption of the AI features, then AI unit will be consumed. Once they, basically use up all the AI unit, then they need to buy more AI unit to top on to use more capability from SAP. So that's how it works from the AI standpoint. So in terms of searching, you basically select, okay, I want to see general available, or you can even see early adopter care as well. Yeah. So generally available at the moment. I want to see all packaging and transaction, or I want to see a certain premium package by each buying center. You can also choose from. And also you can choose like, okay, I want to see only for public cloud, or if you want to check out, okay, I want to see what's available for private edition as well, right? So you can also filter that out. And you are able to see the available AI features as of today, which is premium. These 7 AI features, basically, customer needs to pay for it using the virtual currency, which is the AI unit. The base AI, we have 8, as you can see, which is generally available for those areas, so you can basically check it out and what's available. So if you see, for example, I want to see sales order creation. And if you come to sales order creation for public cloud as an example, then it gives you an idea of what it does, what's the benefit, and also you can check the, kind of a virtual currency, how many AI units are required per month. Okay. And you can also see ROI as well. So because you as a pre-sales, you always need to address business problems, but also you need to show the business outcome and, what's the ROI. In many cases, you have to convince customers why AI, why particular features will help you to address your problem, but also getting the benefit there for this is the ROI. So that's the kind of a mechanism you need to build a storyboard. So this particular area that you can also benchmark. So SAP has done a brilliant job in terms of having all the our data set and basically analyzing those potential value as well as cost. Therefore, this is the ROI. So I just want to emphasize this is something you can use. And so this is the really important area that you need to navigate, to understand what's available from AI features, base versus premium. And I'm hoping that you can get more information from here after this session. If you have any further question, do not hesitate. Basically, contact us. We can basically provide more information around that. So let's move on. So the next one is basically, I'm going to talk about a bit of a positioning demo. So I keep talking about buying center, and I keep talking about persona-based conversation because we want us and our partner ecosystem to speak our customers' language, right? If you're talking to CRO, you're talking to CFO, you need to speak their language. You need to understand their business problems, and you need to understand what makes them to wake up in the night and thinking about the problem and how to solve the problem, etc. So being relevant is really important, and how to basically having the conversation up front and open up the, kind of a potential from their mindset to think about the different way of engaging and different way of doing certain things in the using application. That's something you really need to crack. So to do that, there are many ways of doing it. You can use a slide, you can use a demo, you can do the whiteboarding. There are many ways of doing it, right? But I just want to show you one of the example that you can use. For example, you have iPad and you have a first meeting or second meeting with the CFO or COO or HR manager as an example. But once they I get you. I know what's SAP Business Suite and application versus data and AI, etc. So okay, I understand that, but if you want to give them a little bit of a view how it works and give them a little bit of a understanding, in terms of what does it mean by seamless integration, what does it mean by AI-driven data, based decision making. So what does it mean by that, right? So to do that, this might be a really handy when you have an initial meeting or conversation with the customer. So this link is available for you as a partner. Okay. So let me basically share a little bit of a talk track, and you can follow the talk track, but you can always add and modify and enhance in the talk track, right? So feel free to do so. So the situation is basically, because sorry. So the situation is because of the tariff and everything in the environment these days, many companies, they do not want to import products. So suddenly, a lot of demands are happening. So the CRO basically got a notification from Drew, hey, we have a predicted 60% growth in terms of market demands, right? So CRO got the notification from Drew, e-bikes growing 60% for the demands. So basically, okay, tell me more. So basically, True is telling that, okay, this is the kind of forecasting revenue for the next 2 quarters. And basically, there will be a 60% increase. And then, so CFO basically get a notification as well. Forecasted demand has increased up to 60%. So CFO is basically, okay, let me do some analysis based on the financial report. So this is the financial statement, and Drew can do the summarizing the reports, and Drew give a insight in terms of, okay, the revenue will be increased because of the market demand increase. However, there are cost increase as well in terms of procurement, supply chain expenses, and hiring cost as well. Therefore, in terms of profitability, it's not a really good status. So CFO basically shared that status with all the leadership team in the MS team. So because the Joule can trigger MS team collaboration, right? So using this capability, you can easily share these insights with the leadership team. And then COO basically got the same notification from Joule and asking Joule basically, okay, I want to see some simulation of MRP running because we have 60% demand increase for e-bikes. So Joule is basically performing the task, running MRP simulation. So CEO can see, okay, based on the simulation, there's a capacity issue. So what is the capacity issue? Therefore, to meet the demands, he basically, okay, we need to have more night shift to do to support those kind of manufacturing area. Therefore, I'm gonna amend the night shifting, adding more workforce. So these are the done. So okay, from the capacity wise and utilization standpoint, it looks okay. So he also shared the status with other directors, and basically saying that even though the capacity issue has fulfilled because we are going to put more people in it, but there's an issue on the, pilot kind of supplier, because that's going to cost a lot of money. So CPO got a task to review in terms of supplier fragmentation. So he asked basically Drew to analyze it, what's going on, and Drew is providing the insight. And this is the kind of a supply fragmentation status. So asking Drew to what to do, and basically Drew is asking, okay, shall we basically do using, RFP processes to find a better resolution. So RFP has been created. Okay, draft has been created and approved and published. And with these activities, they've got better supplier lined up, and which will reduce the cost of getting pallets in time and on time with a better price. Okay, so the rest of the area is basically talking about how to define the shortage of the skill set, and how HR function can find the right people's skill set to fulfill the talent requisition. So for example, as a CIO, can use the capability of data set from BDC and using Databricks to combine with non-SAP data, which is the labor market skill set, and doing, the analysis as well. And basically saying that, okay, this is the shortage of the AI skill set that we need to fulfill. Then, the HR manager, okay, so in terms of identify skill set, which is the AI capability, then now the HR manager can easily start doing recruitment processes, etc. Okay, so asking Drew, okay, we have identified those skill gap, and the Drew is creating the job in success factors. Okay, so Drew basically providing some action item to fulfill the shortage of the skilled employees in the area of AI architect, machine learning, engineering, data scientists, etc. So 20 job, requisition has been created and sent for approval. So those things already shared with MS Team using MS Team collaboration capability. So, all these activities, finally, this, CFO, looking at the, financial statement again, it looks great. As we summarize, get the insights. Now revenue is increased, and also profitability is on track as well. So basically sharing the results. Hi guys, thanks to everyone. In the couple of months, we made a huge improvement because we are working towards the same goal to make sure that we are increasing the revenue at the same time we are making sure the profitability is there. So these are the kind of storyboard when it comes to SAP Business Suite. So, in a nutshell, each buying center working together using seamless integrated solution, which is SAP Business Suite, using the data, using the AI capability to make a more efficient and smarter decision at the point of time that they define the issue, and that's going to accelerate the whole, the improvement processes. So that's the kind of storyline, okay? So I share this one, and now, so as I said, we used to sell best of breed solutions. So we used to sell because the ERP, SAP is the #1 ERP vendor in the world. We are selling ERP, and when it comes to HR solution, when it comes to sales automation solution, our customers try to choose the best of breed solution, but that's not the case anymore. We are selling best of breed as a suite as a service, which we are selling SAP Business Suite. Okay, so that's something you need to keep in mind. You need to be a kind of a change agent to share this messaging and basically keep educating our customers. Once they basically stick to the mind, okay, I need ERP, I need HR, I need a CRM solution, therefore I'm looking for the best of breed vendor to address that particular problem. But you have to challenge them all the time. How about the integration, right? How about the data harmonization? Without that, how you can realize AI capability, as an example. So you have to challenge your customers and get back onto track. When it comes to choosing the application or vendor, it has to be seamlessly integrated solution, which is SAP Business Suite. Okay, so I think I've done enough in terms of pitching the solution, and let me talk about a bit of commercial as well. Okay, so this is the kind of a summary in terms of new taxonomy that you need to use when you have a conversation with a customer. Even within SAP, we are using the brand name which we used to use before. Quite confusing. We all understand, but we have to stick to the new branding. So I just want to emphasize, otherwise the customer may hear different product name, different kind of a brand name, and they get confused, right? So making sure that you are using the latest Business Suite taxonomy in your presentation, in your talk track, this is super important, okay? So SAP portfolio name is SAP Business Suite, okay? The application, we have a line of businesses like finance management, spend management, etc., etc. When we call cloud ERP, we are not calling S/4HANA Public Edition, Private Edition anymore. SAP Cloud ERP refer to public cloud. SAP Cloud ERP Private, that's the private edition that we used to call it, okay? So that's the branding. When it comes to rise and grow, as I mentioned, it's not product anymore, it's a journey. Rise means for our install-based customers, grow means our net new customers, okay? In terms of our packages, commercial packages, this is how we sell, okay? So we pack it up per buying center for applications. And also we are adding data package, which is the data area, the BDC that I mentioned in the beginning. And also we are adding AI package on top to enable all the AI capability. And also we have a platform package, which will be a critical role to play in terms of creating the differentiator for the customers, doing some extension and integration, etc., etc. So these are the platform. Of course, BTM, Signavio, Linux are part of the platform area as well. So this is the kind of how we sell from the commercial standpoint. Okay. So as I mentioned, on the rise and grow, we are able to sell, either, especially for the rise with SAP, which is our install-based customers. Of course, if they are using ECC fairly, like a core ERP functionality, then they don't have much of, customized or modification code, or they don't have complex in terms of other line of business. There's no reason why not to position cloud ERP, which is a public, right? But in case ECC customers have a very complex landscape, they can't do one go for the public cloud, multi-step approach is required, then you can position Cloud ERP Private as well. So I just want to emphasize that. So when it comes to packages, so each buying center has a LOB packages. So when it comes to finance and supply chain, we have a base edition and premium edition. And each edition has a slightly different entitlements, so I can talk about that. And in addition to that, based on the customer business requirements, you can always add additional add-on components into the BOM. And in addition to that, as I mentioned, to get access to BDC capability, data package can be added. To add AI premium capability, then AI package can be added as well. Okay. Yeah, the platform is always kind of no-brainer, because every customer, they need some sort of extensions. They are looking for how to create a differentiator in the marketplace so they can do something different to the others, right? So in order to do that, having platform as a services to make it more easier and faster to build those kind of application and innovation, it's not an option, it's kind of must to every customer. So SAP also made a huge improvement in terms of licensing and pricing structure for SAP Build. So we have a simplified SAP Build package as well. So we are not going to cover off on today's session, but we have many other sessions to talk about SAP Build when it comes to extension integration and using AI capability for pro code capability as well. So you can listen to those other sessions to get up to speed when it comes to innovation area. Okay. So when it comes to commercialization, I just want to emphasize a couple of design principles, why we are doing this and what has changed. Why we are doing this? Because we used to have FUE concept, full usage equivalent, when it comes to licensing, right? To define the user type, etc. And in the marketplace, when it comes to a SaaS solution, particularly, our vendor, any other vendors, they are basically using named user concept, and it's very easy to basically calculate how many users required. Therefore, this is the X dollar of amount is required for the pricing. So that's how they go to market. So the FUE concept is very flexible, good for our customers, but the other side, when it comes to getting to the door, understanding, for the first use of the software is a little bit tricky. Therefore, SAP had decided to make it simpler and more obvious in terms of number of users and how to pricing can be done. Therefore, we go back to the named user per month model, and that's the big change. And I just want to put the rationale. Okay, and each commercial package has a package for each buying center, which I just mentioned, and each package comes with XYZ entitlements with heavily discounted pricing. Therefore, if you compare apple-to-apple pricing per user type, you can feel like, okay, the pricing has increased. However, if you look at the inside of the entitlements, it comes more entitlements. Therefore, we can provide more values to our customers. So this is also very important. We are not talking about the cost of licensing. We are talking about the business values and outcome. Therefore, you have to have that value-based conversation rather than costing. Okay, so that's the final comments I want to make. Okay. So because the entry point of every customers we are targeting as a net new customers, the base entry point is basically finance and supply chain. Finance is basically the customer who doesn't have any manufacturing processes, pretty much admin, ERP, or professional services industry. Finance base or finance premiums are entry point. The customer has any sort of supply chain processes and manufacturing or discrete or process manufacturing, then supply chain base and premium capability needs to be included. Okay, so think about those are the kind of entry point, and based on your conversation, if the customer needs more capability around HR, or they need some CX or customer sales and services capability, or omni-channel or retail capability, then you can keep adding those other elements into the BOM. But I'm going to talk about it only for the entry point, just conscious of time. So before I share the materials, this is the really important resource, pretty much your Bible to look at as a pre-sales expert. Number one, SAP Business Suite commercial. Anything, everything in relation to SAP Business Suite commercial, pricing, user type, service description, entitlements, and service schedule, everything that you need to know is there. So this is super important. If you haven't downloaded it yet, please do so. And we are keep updating the information here pretty much quarterly basis. Therefore, always come to the link and download the latest version. Okay. The second important documentation is SAP Business Suite product briefing book. So this is the 100 pages of document which contains all the solution capability comes with SAP Business Suite packages. Okay, not just for the core ERP scope, but also entitlements and inclusion of, okay, what's the treasure in terms of entitlements, and what's the kind of positioning document, what's the target customer or profile. So anything that you need to know about positioning this particular XYZ solution, it's all there. So let me show you some of the example. The third one is FAQ document. So even though you consume those documentation, you may have like 100 questions, right? So we also made a good list of FAQ as well. So majority of a question can be answered if you find the FAQ document here. Okay, so I strongly recommend visit Partner Portal SAP Business Suite page and consume those documents to reskill and upskill yourself. Okay, so this is the example of SAP Business Suite product briefing book. So when it comes to finance base package, this package has a core capability around finance management, order management, procurement management, and also those areas you can see, right? So this document has a the business goals and functions and features and the value proposition, and also what's the inclusion in this base package. Okay, so the base package includes of core capability from Cloud ERP Public, sales, procurement, project, financial, logistics, control, etc. And as an entitlement, DRC, contract lease management, receivable management, cash management, multi-bank connectivity, SAP Dolia, and also there are a couple of two SAP Build and two ERP developer users for on-stack development user as well, and a couple of documentation in terms of SAP Digital Access as well. So these are the kind of inclusion in base package. So this one also part of the document and gives you an idea. Okay, I get those solutions as part of the base package and no cost, but you also need to understand what's the treasure. So for example, if the customer needs to have more than 2 developer users, then you need to have another, users license on top of the base package, because the base package provide only 2 users per tenant, as an example. And also SAP digital access up to 20,000 documents per user annually. If the customer needs more than that, then of course you need to have this particular SKU and having right metrics to add into the BOM. So again, as a pre-sales expert, you often put into creating the BOM with a sales executive, because you can advise those particular area to do the proper sizing, and then there's no like a missing area when it comes to the construct. So therefore, this document is really important. And if you see those one, for example, SAP DRC, receivable management, cash management, etc., you see there's no limitation, which means there's no limits. So which you can also think about, okay, if you want to prep your demo, but you want to include of the DRC components for statutory reporting or any taxation reporting for the government, etc. And you can highlight that, you know why? If you buy a finance-based package, it comes along with a package. You don't need to buy additional license. There's no limits at all. And you can basically spin the story to increase the value proposition, as an example. Okay. So similar structure, SAP Finance Premium Package. And this is basically, also mentioning about what's inclusion in addition to core capabilities. So the premium package has many more. So for example, SAP Project Resource Management. This is also SAP Subscription Billing. So these are the two solutions that many our customers wants to have along with the cloud ERP, particularly in professional services industry, right? So if you're talking to a customer in professional service industry, as an example, this is a really good opportunity to pitch in terms of value, because it comes with a premium package and no cost. Yeah. And if the customers, for example, they are using one of the competitive solutions like Salesforce or any other vendors for sales automation, but they are also looking at cloud-based or public cloud-based solution for ERP. And, maybe you can position, why? If you're looking at premium package, SAP Sales Cloud, fully integrated with S4 public cloud, and all the AI capabilities are embedded, why don't you try? Okay, so there's always a room to position those entitlements based on the customer situation and based on their business challenge they're facing. Okay, so think about in that perspective. So this one also has limitation in terms of entitlements and all the commercial consideration in terms of tiering, number of documents, etc. So very detailed documents are part of this whole briefing document deck. So please consume and upscale your area of expertise in this area. Okay. Supply chain base. So just want to quickly recap. So all the capability from all the way from product design to manufacturing, warehouse management, you name it, what is available from supply chain manufacturing area from core ERP standpoint. In addition to that, in the base package, we are providing those additional capability. For example, advanced ATP, advanced variant configuration, asset management for resource scheduling, and integrate product development, etc. So these are the part of the entitlements. Okay. Same structure for premium package for supply chain. Mainly it consists of EHS, sustainability. Okay, so these are the additional entitlements if customer choose SAP Supply Chain Premium package. Okay, so as you may know, we also changed the user types, right? As I mentioned briefly in the beginning, from FUE to per user per month named user type. And the user type has 8 different user type, right? So, but that could be a very complex and deep dive conversation that we have. So therefore, I'm not going to talk about today because we don't have time for this. But in case if you need a little bit of clarity in terms of user types, because there are some user mix rule needs to apply when you construct the BOM. So please feel free to reach out to us, then we can have further conversation. Okay, so based on that, what I'm going to do now, you heard about SAP Business Suite value proposition. You just listen to the commercialization and how we can actually build a narrative story around that. Now I want to just put that into the kind of demo story, using as an example for like lead to cash. And these contents, it's not something I created or my colleague created. It's something available at SAP demo environment. Okay, so you as a partner, you can also do the same thing because the contents are there. You just need to tweak it a bit and basically build your own storyboard and make it more relevant to your audience that you are convincing to your customers, right? So this is something you need to basically think about, and a lot of information and some how-to skill or practice or tips and tricks will be shared tomorrow by Shankar again. Okay, so let me also share my storyboard in here. So just to recap, so, I just briefly talk about SAP Fin Premium comes with additional entitlements. So Fin Premium has many, but I also want to focus on SAP Sales Cloud. This gives up to 15 users as entitlements. So which means customer buy premium package, then they will get 15 users of Sales Cloud. Okay. And I also want to consider, AI capability, because without having AI, it's just another ERP solution, isn't it? So I really want to position AI upfront, how AI can work with application to basically create the productivity and therefore, user can make the smarter decision and getting the all the insights rather than doing manual analyzing all the data set that they have to make. So I'm gonna build a kind of storyboard based on these elements. So as I showed earlier, this is the Discovery Center where you can find AI features, either base or premium. Again, base, no cost, comes with SAP Business Suite packages. Therefore, as soon as customer buy purchase base AI particular SKU in the SAP store, the cost is a $0 value. Okay, no cost at all. Just need to buy that particular SKU in the SAP store, and once customer get that base AI, then SAP will basically provision the AI the Joule entitlements in the BTP account. Then the customer can start activating and using base AI capability. So that process needs to happen. Okay, so in a nutshell, base AI, no cost. What's available? You can find AI features at Discovery Center. Okay. Premium AI, as I said, customer needs to buy virtual currency, which is AI unit, to get access to AI features for premium. Okay, so I want to showcase intelligent Q&A and standard CX AI toolkit on the CX area. And basically combine them together and showcasing, how we can effectively manage lead to cash operation, and how we can increase the sales automation to make a more productivity for the sales folks, right? So, before that, I just want to give you an information, this particular integration between Sales Cloud and Cloud ERP Public, we have a dedicated scope item, 6KO, okay? So if you go to DDA, this is the scope item that you need to look into in terms of integration of between two solutions. So as a customer, the standard integration between Sales Cloud and Cloud ERP Public will be made by SAP as part of the services. So as an implementation partner, you don't need to worry about those integration part. But anything beyond standard integration, customized integration, that's something you as a partner needs to do as an implementation partner, okay? So that's something you need to bear in mind. And in order to understand the integration point, what needs to be done, a set of instruction, etc., you can go to Signavio Process Navigator and looking into 6KO scope item, and you will get to see all the accelerators that you need to use when it comes to integration, okay? So let's go back to the demo. So at SAP demo environment, so the name of the scenario is Sales Execution Powered by AI, okay? So this is the link, okay? And in terms of end-to-end processes, starting from basic storyboard is like this. So this particular case customer is, creating the pump, and they are manufacturing and selling to multiple customers in different channels. And they basically came up with upgraded version of new pump, which is IoT enabled, more innovative, more energy, low energy consumption, and more sustainable product. So they want to position this cell and to existing customers. Yeah. So the campaign has been generated, and the pipeline manager is doing all the campaign planning, and all the insights and customer understanding will be done through insights from SAC story. Yeah. So from there, telesales basically have a short list of customers to call out, and basically follow up the lead that has been created. And account executive from the field basically review the leads and nurture and convert to the opportunity, and looking into how to progress the opportunity to sales order, and by having meaningful conversation with the customers and convince them to move from their existing pump to latest pump that they are offering to the market. Yeah, that's the storyboard. But in this session, I'm gonna show you a little bit of glimpse of demo, particularly for the AI capability from opportunity to sales order. Just as an example, because the end-to-end process is quite long. So this is what I'm gonna show you. Okay. So as I mentioned, new pump, which is W3I, with all the greatest capabilities in there. So telesales made marketing campaign, the field sales review the leads, and they are converting to opportunity. And the field sales doing or nurturing opportunity to convert sales order. So this is the situation. Let's look into the demo. Okay, so this is the screen of Sales Cloud. So Mike is the salesperson. So basically, he wants to nurture this opportunity by understanding the customer situation and have a meaningful conversation by getting help from AI to generate some discovery questionnaire. Okay. So asking AI toolkit and basically, what could be the pain points from our existing customers. Then, AI is basically, screening all the data set they have in the case or incident management application and analyzing it and came up with 4 bullet points. These are the main pain points that existing customer has who are using multi-echo 11i pump system today. So this is the outcome. So based on that, Mike is using AI tool to create discovery questions and using the input from the telemarketing, which is what customer wants as a outcome. So putting the outcome that customers are anticipating and generating the questionnaire. So AI tool is generating the questionnaire for Mike, as you can see here. Oh, sorry. So Mike is using this questionnaire, and you will be used in the appointment. So create appointment in the Sales Cloud. And put those discovery questions to be used when he has meeting with the customer. So a point has been created, and Mike had a good conversation with the customer, convinced customer is happy with the product, so customer is looking for a quotation from the Mike. So now Mike wants to progress the opportunity to create the quotation. So still we are in the Sales Cloud and create the sales quote. But we want to create a sales quote from external pricing. The pricing calculation scheme and all the customer related informations are sitting in the S4 public. So there we are gonna get that input in order to create the sales quote. So we can also do the simulation in terms of pricing at Sales Cloud. Calculation is done. And as you can see in the sales quote, the pricing has been extracted from Cloud ERP. And also we can check the product availability, ATP status, and also credit status as well. So the credit information is sitting in the S4 Cloud ERP as well. So all the information can be extracted from Cloud ERP in real time. And this can show seamless integration between Sales Cloud and Cloud ERP in the backend. Okay. So once happy with the quotation, customers, okay, let's go for it. And Mike can create the sales order from the quotation. So the creation of sales order is done. Let's click the ID and goes to now S4 HANA screen, which is Cloud ERP public. Yeah. So in here, basically Mike can proceed the next step or from delivery notes, billing, all the way to money collection. So the rest of the process will be done in the Cloud ERP backend. Okay, so that's the process. So I'm hoping that you can get some glimpse of in terms of integrated scenario from lead to cash, and how AI is involved in terms of a certain task and provide the meaningful outcome to the end users. So benefit is the processes and AI and machine learning capability improve the productivity and efficiency, and also Sales Cloud as well as Cloud ERP Public provide a 360 view of the customer. Therefore, Mike can perform the meaningful conversation as well as accelerating the sales automation processes, right? So therefore, if think about all the sales folks are using this capability, eventually, that's going to enable increasing the revenue, business agility and flexibility, and also reducing the cost of sales. So that's going to increase the profitability for the business. So that's the business value. Okay. So I think Shankar will be talking about it more in terms of storyboard and how to build the structure of your demo and presentation. So once you finish the demonstration, always think about, what's the benefit and the value of which customer can remember from your demo and your pitch. Okay. Okay, so as I said, there are many other demo scenarios available. So, Shankar mentioned yesterday, we have more than 9+ complex landscape already has been built, pre-integrated by SAP. And as a partner, you can access to up to 10 users, and more than 100+ solutions are already there. Okay, so many of our S4, the Cloud ERP public partners, who's been running this business for some time, 90% of them, they have TDD, your test and demo environment. But think about you have to do the demo next week, having integrated scenario between Cloud ERP and Sales Cloud as an example, but you don't have Sales Cloud instance, and you don't have time to get the instance and provision and doing all the setup and practicing the demo, etc. So that's really time consuming, and you don't have time for it. If that's the case, SD is the solution. So come in here and finding the relevant scenarios and tweak and change, and these are the list of the scenario and easy to navigate. It's all there. So we group by buying center and type of package, which solution got involved, and the name of the the processes. So please have a look and you can explore more. Okay. So, okay, so as a next step, I also want to mention about certification, which Shankar mentioned yesterday. So, the certification itself is not just about the paper of record of achievement. This will give you an opportunity to upskill and reskill your ability to position SAP Business Suite in a more effective way, because it touches upon not just for the application, it touches upon BDC, AI, and great details, but not too technical, but also having business context. Therefore, I strongly recommend to go through those certification. And also we have a role-based certification for sales, pre-sales, CEE role, which is a non-technical persona. So this is new. So please have a look. And we also have fast track certification program. So in Q4, we have, I think, around 4 sessions already lined up. So this is the link, okay? So this is the Fast Track Certification Academy that you can tap into, sales, pre-sales, and CEE role. And this academy will give you an idea in terms of, okay, what's the structure of the learning journey, what's the practical steps to complete, what are the objectives of each course, and what are the sample certification question looks like, and give some guidance. So in order to achieve your certification status much faster. So yeah, that's the program I want to introduce. So this one can be your call to action. Okay. The next step will be upscaling on SAP Business Suite commercial and entitlement, which I talked about a little bit today. But when you look at the entire commercial change and entire entitlement elements for individual solution, that's huge, right? So please spend time on getting those documents, which I share today. And if you have any further question or require support, please reach out to us. Okay. The last but not least, please explore, practice your demo at SDE. In case if you don't have TDD ready yet, or if you need to have integrated demo scenario with a cloud ERP with something else in Adobe, right? But you don't have time to build your own TDD, then SDE is the go-to place. Please explore and practice your demo, okay? Okay, so my session is almost done. So I just want to talk about tomorrow. So Shankar will be back and he's gonna share how to structure the best ever pre-sales presentation and demo, and some tips and trick how you can build a storyboard, kind of design your presentation flow, how to basically, telling the story and showcasing some of the capability, but also going back to the original scheme of, what's customer challenge and therefore how we address that. Those things that he's going to share in terms of tips and trick. Okay. So looking forward to having another session, if we get a chance in October or November, but I think we have a really good start to accelerate this pre-sales validation program. And thanks for listening. And we have around 8 minutes to go. So I want to open up for questions to the floor. Thanks for listening.
Hi, thanks, Kim. This is Venkatesh here. Kim, got a point here.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we going to get this presentation after this?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Now, there's a pointer that was mentioned, like Joule base included in all LOB packages. What does it mean in one of your slides? Will you be able to elaborate on that?
Like the cloud with weather.
Sorry, come again.
Okay, can you repeat the question? Sorry. So you are asking what's the difference between base and premium for AI package?
No. Some base included, the Joule base packages are included in the LOB packages. that we went through for finance and supply chain, right? Like the base ones, like,
Yeah.
what? So the base ones are the ones that you've actually demonstrated on the Business AI portal. Is that right? Like the Business Web portal where we can put a filter on to see which are the base offerings and what are the premium offerings. Those base offerings that are listed, everything that is available with the LOB packages. Is that right?
Correct. So I
Okay.
think you are referring to Discovery Center.
Correct. Yeah. I think, yeah, this is right. Correct. You
Okay.
can find out. Yeah.
Yes. So this is the go-to place to filter out and explore what's available. So as I mentioned, you can choose either base or premium. Okay. And you can choose the product line, whether it's only applicable for public or private or any other LOB. There's a
Right.
many filtering option that you can choose from.
Mhm.
And also
And
you
the
can, yeah, so if you wanna see, okay, I don't wanna worry about the product in the back end, but I want to see product category, or I want to see a packages. True premium for CX, finance management, spend management, which is buying center focus package I mentioned before, right? So if you want to know, okay, I want to know true premium for finance management only, then this is where you can filter out.
and the last question that I've got is you've demonstrated a process execution, right? Using Joel,
Mm-hmm.
different personas.
Yeah.
Is that something that we can try out in the demo environment? Like if we have got, say, for example, I think that is chargeable, is it? Those specific demo environments on a user basis for public cloud and for, I mean, is this, can we try that on the free demo environment that we've got?
This one or the other one?
Yeah, this one, correct,
This
yeah.
one. Oh, this is the offline demo.
Okay.
Okay, so I will put that in the chat. You can immediately use that. Okay, so going here, and if you go to here, you can download demo script, and also you can watch the video. So if you look at the video, it's a slightly different talk track because I trick my own talk track, so you can always trick your own story.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, I was asking more around, like, can we give it a try to leverage the benefits or the pitches that we are seeing now, especially around the agents? That's not something that's like has to be brought to be able to try out, is it? The premium package that we need to
Yeah,
get it.
exactly. Yeah, so when it comes to premium AI, because it can only come with virtual currency, which is AI unit. It's not free of charge. Therefore, in order to test it out and embedding into your demo story or demo flow, you as a partner needs to make an investment to buy that AI unit to deploy, activate and deploy in your own TDD system.
Right. So if we've got a TDD system ourselves, I think that should be the base. Agents should already be enabled on the base with the base package, is it? I think, is that something that
For
is
base, you don't need to pay for it. For premium, you have to pay for it. It's the same story for customer.
right? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Kim.
No worries. Thanks for your questions. Eunseok had responded majority of question. Is there any pending question that I need to address? Eunseok, can you help me with that? There are so long list. Can't really.
No pending questions.
No pending
No.
question? Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. Yeah, we still have 2 minutes. Any further questions from the audience? Okay, seems no further questions. Okay, Shankar, are you in the call?
Yep, I am.
Okay. Yeah, so would you be able to just close the session and welcome for tomorrow?
Yep. Thanks, Michelle, for a great session. Yeah, thank you, participants, for joining day 2, and looking forward to see you all in day 3. So what Michelle has done today is actually provide the details of the solution itself, right, and all the different commercial packages and the capabilities and how to string it all together. So what Michelle has covered today will mainly be used when you're actually in a customer side and you want to do solutioning and have to put together a proposal, right? So this is very important, and please go through all the wealth of information, the links, as well as the certification courses to build your capability in terms of solutioning for business suite and AI and all the other good stuff, right? Now, tomorrow, what I'm going to do, as Michelle mentioned, is to show you the best practices of a pre-sales presentation and demo. And more importantly, as well, I know you all are very anxious in terms of what you need to put together in the video to submit within the 14 days, right? So all that is going to be covered tomorrow. And hope you all join us, and looking forward to see you all there. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.